Click this thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we're ready. What's up, everybody? We're live. I'm SM SithLord. This is the twice a week Somnium stream right here on the channels you're watching on. Today, I'm going to be using the webworld's SDK and importing stuff from Sketchfab into the webworld's SDK through GLB import, which the Play Canvas engine supports now. So it's pretty easy. Let's to build stuff, and let's build some stuff. So I'm going to go to playcanvas.com, and I'm going to clone one of my existing webworlds projects. Fine art? Yeah. No. Let's clone. Let's do a fresh clone. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Somnium webworlds medium article. I'm gonna download the zip from the GitLab, which is right over here. Zip. Oh no, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I need to download this actual zip. There we go. That's the one that I wanted. It has a parentheses after it. That's fine. Because what I'm going to do is go to my project list here, click import project, and I'm going to choose the webworlds SDK that I just downloaded, the template there, and twiddle my fingers for a moment as it uploads. Let's change the name of this thing to Sketchfab Building. Okay, so after you import the webworlds template into the Play Canvas editor, you're building in the Play Canvas editor here, and this is a multiplayer web-based editor. So your friends or your contributors, your co-conspirators in building something, they can log in if you make your thing public or you add them to your thing, your project, and you see them floating around. You see their camera floating around the scene with you. There's chat down here, so you guys can chat with each other, but I do recommend you're in voice chat with the person that you're editing the file with, so just jump into Discord with them or something. You can see what the other people have selected, what they're moving around. How do I get rid of the chat now that I've chatted? Okay, you can see what they have selected, just like that, except for it shows it in a different color. It shows it in the hierarchy. Everything that you see when you select stuff, you see it when other people select stuff in a different way, so you can see what they're doing. Even when you're looking at scripts and stuff, it shows you what line they're on, and it shows them typing into it live. It's pretty awesome. Multiplayer, web-based editor. I don't know what the max number of players is that you can get in here. I've only seen like 3 or 4 editing the same file at the same time, the same project. But definitely you can get in here and do some multiplayer editing. Now, the template here is just a blank template, and if I click launch, I'm walking around, but it doesn't feel like Somnium Space yet. It just feels like a generic empty land. It's not going to feel like Somnium Space until I deploy it to and assign it to a parcel. Then things like the web browser, I'll be able to click to interact with it, and I'll be able to be like a Ready Player Me or a custom or one of the better avatars, not just this little dummy guy walking around. Be able to chat and all that kind of stuff. So this is just the test environment, but it's good enough to look at the 3D models and make sure your textures and everything and the collisions and everything loaded up correctly. Oh, let me fix my light. My light is on rotate, and it's making me turn invisible every now and then. There we go. That's more like it, hopefully, once my filter catches up. There we go. All right. What's up, Sessions? It's good. It's all good, man. So Today I'm gonna do medium mode. Yesterday I was, or not yesterday, last stream I was doing like hard mode when I was baking lighting out. Today I'm gonna be grabbing free models from Sketchfab and dropping them into here, and it should be way more easygoing than it was to do the manual stuff, because somebody already did the manual stuff. Okay, let's look at this. This is really impressive looking. So I'm looking for stuff that doesn't have a little price tag, because I'm trying to make stuff that's free right now. I'm gonna start by trying to find a building. Ooh, this is a nice looking building here. This is free. How many triangles is that? It's 3,000 triangles. However, I'm not going to optimize towards web, like mobile phones right now, because I'm just going easy mode or medium mode. So let's download this and see what this looks like. And here's the exciting part. So it's got all these formats from Sketchfab, but it auto-converts it to GLB, and I can get a 42 megabyte GLB, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grab that 42 megabyte GLB. It's gonna have 1K textures instead of 4K, it's 1024. But it's still gonna take me a minute to upload, because it's 45 megabytes. Is that gonna put me over my limit? I hope not. I'm getting close to my, my account limit. Okay, artgallery.glb. 43 megabytes. Hold on to your bottoms as I drag and drop the GLB into the Asset Explorer. Oh, now that is a painful question to answer there, Sessions. Because the truth of the matter is, hopefully I'm not lagging too hard to be talking. No matter what you do, you're gonna be too heavy for certain people's phones, no matter what you do. So the answer of like how much should you optimize when you're targeting mobile? The real answer is you can't optimize enough for everybody to be able to get into your thing. However, the targets that I go for is I try to make my actual, for like there's a couple of facets of mobile when you're targeting mobile that you have to keep in mind. Transfer speeds, because mobile people might have shoddy, inconsistent connections or slow connections, and also performance during runtime. I try to keep my worlds down to like 20 megabytes or less. The less the better. Some of my worlds are 3 megabytes, as far down as I can get them if I do baking and all that. That way they transfer really, really quick on mobile phones. And then if you want them to run well on mobile phones, you have to find certain kinds of models. They're called hyper optimized. Now, targeting mobile isn't fun, because like mobile, you have to be really, really, really performant, and you have to not have fancy shaders and stuff, is what that means when you're targeting mobile. But if you're doing it, you wouldn't want something like this that has the fancy shaders. You would want something that has everything baked in to the diffuse channel like this one. The thing is, it's not free because it's such a good model. This has no real-time lighting going on, and when you turn off the reflections, it still looks really, really good. I think I could do that here. If you mess with these, there is a way to see what it looks like with less of the fancy shaders. And this one still looks awesome. I actually got this and put it on a parcel a couple months ago. It runs super, super well. You can even do mobile VR in it, because everything is baked into the diffuse channel, so it's not like a whole bunch of different textures. It's like 2 or 3 textures. It's still not just one texture. It's like 2 or 3 textures all combined and baked in. So if you find yourself a model like this, you don't have to think too much about optimization towards mobile. You just want to make sure you don't have any lights at all if you can help it, or just like 1 or 2 lights if you need them to light the avatars and stuff. Make sure you don't have any real-time shadows. That makes you runtime friendly to phones. Now the thing is, if you got a phone like my phone, it doesn't matter so much. It'll run. Most stuff will run on a good phone, but if you're targeting like everybody's phone, then you gotta really target the low-end stuff. So hyper optimized, as much baked stuff as you can. No real-time lights if you can help it, or just 1 or 2 to light your avatars with no real-time shadows. And there's actually checkboxes in Play Canvas here that you can check on objects where it says cast shadows, cast light map shadows, receive shadows. Normally when you get a prefab model like the one I was showing that has everything all optimized already, Then you uncheck all of these boxes and you go into the materials and you go down here to other and you uncheck use lighting. That's what allows it to run hyper optimized on phones, and then everybody gets in and everybody has a great time and it looks amazing. It's a lot of work though. So maybe target something in between hyper optimized running on a potato phone, i.e. mobile VR, or running on a laptop maybe, or a good phone. As far as the polygon count, 3,000 is a lot, but if it's the entire environment, I don't know. Let's try it out and we'll find out. Art gallery. Here's the GLB I uploaded. This thing is not optimized actually, so take that back about let's try it out and see how it runs on phones. This world I'm making today, not targeting phones. That's okay though. Let me take out the stuff that I don't care about. Okay. Turn off this thing's model. And over here, I drag and dropped a GLB in here. So let's talk about GLB and how it's supported in Play Canvas, which is a really good way to support it. I drag and dropped a GLB in here and it automatically extracted all the materials out for me and split them into textures and materials so it could reuse assets and I could use those textures on other places too. Awesome. It split every little piece up into that was defined in the GLB in the node hierarchy as a different renderer thing, but I could still spawn them all as a cluster if I just drag and drop the template. That's the one you want to drag and drop into your root of your hierarchy here. Look at that. That is a model straight from Sketchfab, downloaded as a GLB and dropped into here like that. That's pretty good. Let's move our spawn point in to here. Make sure our floor is big enough so we don't fall through it. And get back to the test page. I'm a little excited now because of how well that worked out. Should call this like easy medium mode instead of just medium mode because that was easy. I got some random stuff sitting in here. The bench size, okay, I think I'm gonna scale up the model, but other than that, I think that might be it. That's the stream right there. No, let's make this bigger and make it cooler. Now, it's using all these different textures, and that's actually not good. What is it using this texture for? I wonder. It's just using a lot of textures, but it looks good, and I'm not optimizing towards web right here. So I'm gonna go over here and grab the art gallery template. Let me catch up with the chat. Yeah, baking, it does do that. It's where it's like, hey, you can't individually change stuff anymore. It is lightweight. It's a destructive optimization, kind of like compressing a JPEG. You're never going to get that extra data back. It's gone after you compress it. After you bake it, that data's gone. So it's just the price you pay for running on a potato phone, which is, you know, it's important to run on a potato phone. Because even a medium phone might turn into a potato phone if you have a popular enough event that has, you know, 60 avatars or 60 people all over there walking around talking in their mics. It's like and everybody's watching a video together. That could get heavy. For, you know, depending on the device, depending on if it's a potato phone. Potato phone, man, I'm going to have to throw that into AI image generator and see what it gives me after this. Okay, is that bench the correct height? I think so. Maybe it could be a little bigger. I am going to make it a little bigger just because I don't want to feel cramped in here. I think this light, no, that's the light that I brought in with it. I'll turn it off. The lighting. Okay, so I get to show you the thing with the baked lighting, I believe. Wait a second, this is a little weird. Yeah, okay. The lighting is baked into this model. This is going to be a hyper-optimized world after all, perhaps, and we'll see how well it runs on mobile. Okay, before I start getting nuts with the optimization stuff, let's make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger now. I think that'll do. That way people can walk around without feeling too cramped. Okay, now the lighting is baked into this, so I can remove the real-time lighting and do some stuff here. So, I'm going to hide the web browser object in the scroll manager. Move these things out there, and then I got the point light. The point light, so these things are no longer sample scene. I'm using these in my real scene now. The point light, I'm gonna change. Whoops. Oh, that's a spawn point. Oops. Look at the point light. Point light, I'm changing to a directional light. It's only gonna impact dynamic when I'm done with it. Let me set its orientation here. I might have 2 of these in the end. Okay, now all of this stuff I want to not be dynamic. I might have to do some multi-selecting here because this hierarchy is so nuts. I kind of wish the artist would have merged some of the stuff together. Yeah, it would have been nice. Hold on, it's a Unix system, I know this. I could like write a script that would go through and select all these things and set their lighting properties the way that I want. You can do that in this editor, by the way. When you're building your web world, you can do that. There's a whole plugin interface for this editor. However, I'm going to brute force this thing by clicking a few dozen times, and I think that's going to end up being faster than if I actually went in and wrote a script. And what am I trying to do? That stuff that I mentioned earlier about, hey, if it's a pre-lit thing, then you can select everything that has a render. Not that. So only the things that have a render. Does this have a render? What is this? What is that? That's nothing. Okay, so it has a different icon if it has a render. Oh, that's some kind of light position, huh? Okay. So this thing, I'm looking for the square icons. That's good, there's not very many. These things, these things. All of them, they don't need to receive shadows or have shadows of any type. Okay, and that's everything. Yeah, like it should be. Now, a couple more things that I do here. Let's go to all of the materials. In here, that came with this GLB. And all these materials, I'm going to say, don't use lighting. But now it's like, hey, it's too dark. Well, hold on. Because now I'm going to have to go one by one and do this. Where 18, okay. Turn that to black and give it this here. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's right! Okay, it's gonna start coming together here. Give it a second. Next we got bench wood. Okay, bench wood is 15. I need to go down to 15. What I'm doing is I'm assigning the thing that it has in its diffuse channel into its emissive channel. And I'm giving it no diffuse and diffuse color 0. It's just PBR stuff, and it's gonna make this look good. Okay, so let's keep on going down the list. Ceiling. Ceiling is pretty good. It probably already has its emissive on there. It doesn't. This is on diffuse, and it is called 3. So I'm going to take the 3.png, drop it into emissive, right there. Take away its diffuse and set its diffuse color to black. Perfect. Okay, next up. All these materials aren't using lighting, just like I didn't want them to. Ceiling wire, what do we have here? We have a diffuse called 9. I'm going to move that to emissive. I'm going to take it off of diffuse and set this to here. Now, if I wrote a script for this, it might speed things up because this has a lot of materials. Not an insane amount of materials. I'm going to be done pretty soon. I'm actually like halfway done already, but If you had a model that had like 100 materials, maybe 200 materials, then you'd probably want to look into writing a script if you had to do this often. And you could. Okay, emissive and diffuse, this has got nothing there, but emissive, it's already set, so we're good. That was a solid color thing. Cool. Floor. For floor, we're using 6 on diffuse, so we're going to grab 6 and assign it to emissive, take it off of diffuse, and set the diffuse color to 0. Okay, to black. What do we got next? We got lamp. Lamp is using a diffuse. This is a diffuse that doesn't have lighting included on it, does it? I don't know. Maybe it does. Let's just roll with it. The diffuse is 12, and we're going to be putting that onto emissive. 12, emissive, and we're going to take it off of diffuse and put it to the color of black. Yeah, that's good. What's up next? Paintings. Paintings, I think, is a solid color. We don't have to do anything there. Walls. Walls uses 0. Like so, and like so. Now, look how correct our thing looks, and it's not using any real-time lighting at all. Some of it doesn't look correct. How about that inner wall? What's up with that? This inner wall, it's taking the emissive. That is correct. It's just that my... Okay, a couple things. I disabled... Did I disable reflections? I should have if I didn't. Skybox from... Yeah. I'm going to remove a whole lot of the other material channels probably to make this run really well on mobile phones. We're looking good here. So here's another thing. Let's talk about the size compression. We need to basis compress all these textures. So I'm going to select the first one, go down to the bottom texture. I know that I want to basis compress all these. Probably, I'm guessing. So click basis compress and then click compress. Now this is going to take these things down from about like 1 megabyte, 1.5 megabytes down there. And it's going to crunch them all the way down to small numbers. And this thing that was 1.4 megabytes is now only 700 kilobytes. That's not the biggest change. How about this one? This one that was 1.7 megabytes is now 700 kilobytes. That's pretty good. There is a small impact on in-game quality, but we're targeting phones here, and it's working out for us. Maybe we'll put some pictures on those screens too. Okay, this is looking good. Let's get some collisions onto here. It doesn't look as good as it did with the fancy shaders, but with the things gleaming off of it, like when I first dropped the model into here. But it will run really well. Maybe on the floor I'll bring those things back too, actually. Can't be true. Okay, next up is collisions. Let's get the collisions going on. You can add collisions by the mesh. So this thing is using this asset as its render. Well, I also want to give it some physics rigid body and physics collider. And for the collision, I want to give it a mesh. And for the mesh, I want to give it the same one that I'm using, which is called bench concrete base 0, this one. Now, this thing is solid. Dynamite. All right. What else do we got? What else do we need for collisions? How about this wall? Let's get this wall in here. Oh yeah, this will be easy. This is something that I want a rigid body and I want a collision on. And for my collision, I want a mesh. And for the mesh, I want walls. 0. Now I'm hitting this wall. And this wall. We got full-on collisions on everything that's important. So I'm done with collisions. That was easy. Let's get some art into here next. Is that where I'm at already? No, let's get some fog into here. This is so bright. Is it supposed to be that bright? Without all the fancy reflections? No, it's not supposed to be that bright. There's actually a texture on these walls that I'm not seeing. Let's fix this texture. Our lighting's wrong. Duplicate this material in case I mess it up. And now, let's see. Oh, my ambient. My ambient getting turned down didn't fix it. Probably all these other shaders that I have on here that I'm not even using. So let's try taking some of them off. Whoa. Why is there even opacity here? See? So now I'm optimizing the material layers, and in the process of that, I think I'm going to fix my lighting issue. Okay, opacity. Let's try it. And I made a copy of this one in case I mess it up. So let's get off of opacity. We don't need normals on here because we're pre-lit. Emissives there. We don't need invert or the glossiness so high or the glossiness all. Everything's set to 0. And yet, this looks too bright. I can't even see the design on it, can I? Maybe the design came from the normal map. Let's check that. Probably. My walls are just so white. I'm trying to figure out how I can make them not so white. Doesn't seem to be fixing it there. So much for super easy mode. Okay, I feel like I'm making the materials not as good as they were when I imported this thing, and I'm turning this into hard mode when I should, because I'm trying to optimize it. That makes sense. I'm trying to optimize it going to hard mode. So I believe, yeah, the material layers are what was giving it that. So I would have to bake those things into the diffuse channel. So this model wasn't as fully baked as I had first suspected. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's revert. We're gonna revert here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete art gallery from my hierarchy, and I'm gonna re-upload it into the same folder. So it's gonna replace the old one. Drag and drop in the GLB, the same GLB that I drag and dropped earlier, and it is going to replace and like revert, hopefully, the stuff that I have in the folder. If it might not revert it, it might keep my changes. If it keeps my changes, I'm gonna have to delete that folder and then re-upload it again. So, sorry for the little connection stutter here as this does its thing. It did it! I wasn't paying enough attention. The materials, let's see what it did to my materials. Oh, it's still in the process of that, huh? And it restored my materials. Okay, so now let's get that pretty one back into here. How about that? Yeah. Let's go back to that, oh, let's not target phones thing. Sounds good to me. Because it will be so shiny. Hopefully. Once I get in. No! It kept my changes! Why did you keep my changes? Didn't you know I was trying to revert you? It's okay. I just have to go into here and delete this thing. Let's upload that one more time. Y'all wanna hang with me. So, while that's uploading, let's take a look over here and figure what else. This looks awesome too. Let's try to put this in the same project. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how far we could push this GLB stuff. Oh wait, that's the I want the 1K. 9 megabytes. Now this one might turn out being pretty optimized. It's called Art Gallery also. There's a neat one. Another 9 megabyte GLB one. This is ridiculous. So imagine if that imported super well. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. That's 37 megabytes. Okay, so template, drag and drop it in, and we should look amazing once more. I will need to adjust this some still because it does have lighting baked into some of it. I'll have to make sure that I'm utilizing it to the best that I can. Yeah, there's the design on the walls. I need to add a skybox for the reflectivity, I bet. So let's make a skybox folder, a cube map. I'm going to put stars, so it's going to look a little bit weird. For this kind of scenario, you'd want to have a reflection pro baked out from what it actually looks like inside the middle of this thing. Oh yeah, skybox. Let's upload a skybox. Skybox. The mediatorial library. Skyboxes. We got blue sky. Let's go with that. And we'll go with the low def ones. Because we might as well be a little optimized. Okay. There's anything. So this is up, and it tried to place the other ones. It didn't do it very correctly. Is it back? No. Is it right? Yeah. Okay. Is this one back? No. Is it front? No. Is it left? Is this one back? Yeah. That looks correct. Okay. Let's pre-filter this cube map. And then assign it to our camera. Bingo! Oh, see how weird it looks, man? I knew it was gonna look weird. I knew it was gonna look weird, man. That's not the right kind of skybox. What am I, in space? No, 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 no. That's not gonna do. Let's get rid of that. I thought there was like a helipad or something. Can I just get the helipad? They have tools to turn stuff into cube maps. Wow, I did not know that. And that's all right there in the editor. Cool. What is this, the helicopter? What cube map is this? Anything is better than the stars to make my reflections look right. Yeah, here, it's the helicopter. Okay, so let's copy that. And then paste it into here. It's already pre-filtered. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Just a little bit. How come the walls aren't reflective? I expected them to be more reflective. Let's see how they look here. Oh, they're not reflective here either, are they? Why not? Oh, they're a little reflective. Maybe the problem is my floor is too reflective. Let's check that down. That wasn't it. Why do I even have an opacity map on here? I don't understand. Get rid of that. Ooh, okay. Down to 0.3 then, and then over here, what do we have for our reflectivity? Make it more reflective. There, that's more of a balance. Okay, how am I doing on the lighting? The lighting looks alright. Maybe I should just leave the lighting alone, man. No, it's still a little dark in here. How could I fix that? This diffuse... Be careful not to make it look worse like I did last time. I think that's the ticket. That was the ticket. I just needed to click that tint box, I bet. Let's see. Come on, tell me you're in tint when I put your number 19 emissive onto you. Number 18 emissive. Tint. I think that's right. Is that any different than before I put it on? No, it's no different. What? And I thought the walls looked better. What's going on here? 18. Tint. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, I need a white tint. Oh man, this might be it. This might be it. Yes, we want to tint with it, but we want the emission to be white. No, that's not it. Probably needs to be a gray. Oh, you know what? Okay, this probably needs to be like all this. And then go down here and did that fix it? No, I don't think that fixed it. Okay, I need to go back to my fallback plan pretty soon. This doesn't seem like it's working out here. Wait, there it is. There it is. And it's non-real-time lit. There it is. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do that. Wait a second. What do you mean there it is? That's what it was before. That's what it was without anything on there, wasn't it? Oh no. But it looks is that? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's try the floor. Let's try it on the floor. Okay, what if we didn't light you floor, and then we came down here and we said don't use lighting at all. But then we said that for the emissive we used number 6 on you, which is your diffuse, and I can tell you tint white. Did that kill my reflections? Is that the tint that I gave this thing? No, I gave it tint black. Does that look correct? It kind of does. The floor is supposed to be darker. There's tons of AO happening here. I'll be able to get that after I get this assigned to a parcel. The AO and stuff. It seems about right. Okay, so let's do the rest of the stuff like that. Am I going to make my thing super ugly again? I just may. And I'm doing it for the exact same reason, to try to optimize this. But what are you going to do? Get good. Let's hope I don't make it look too ugly. Okay, so let's start going in here and making them look good. I think that looks better. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, let's do that for everything. The paintings, what do you guys want? Well, on your emissive, we're going to give you 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Ceiling, we're going to give ya that ceiling. Okay, we still got some of the real-time reflection stuff going on. I can dig it. What's next? What's next? The lamp. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, that thing's darker than the walls there, and it's darker than the walls here. Sure. I can dig it. Okay, I think we're good, and we still got some we do still have some reflections going on. Cool, cool, cool. I still have a whole bunch of material layers, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. The art pieces hung on the wall. Okay, they're good. Let's go and... let's go and click on some of this stuff. I haven't tried this optimization before, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to click on static for all of these meshes. Static. Why not? Let's see how that works out for us. Then I'm going to assign those collisions again, and then I'm going to get one of those other art galleries into here real quick. This looks good. This looks good. Okay, let's quickly get those collisions in. Walls, walls. Bench. Bench, bench. That was it, right? Yeah, there's the bench, there's the walls. Okay. How about another one of these GLBs I just downloaded? Let's go GLB crazy today. Make 3 spaces in one, and I'll make it so you randomly spawn there when you visit the parcel, which is a little weird. You could always fly to the other one, but until webworld support like teleporters, you would have to fly between each. But let's do it anyways. Downloads. What do we got? We got this ridiculous one, which looks pretty good. Ooh, look, it's animated too. Let's get that into there. And maybe I'll play with some fog next. This one is 37 megabytes. See if that lags me up while it's uploading. I may also get... see, the problem with this one is that I would want to put this in a different environment map, not the helipad. It seems pretty cool though. And then there's this one. We can get this one in there too. So it doesn't look like it's very performant or baked, but maybe I'll just go with the 2 that I'm getting in there right now. 2 is probably too many. Probably only need 1, but I'm trying out this GLB support here. And the reason is because everything that everything on Sketchfab automatically gets converted to GLB for you. So as long as it is designed a certain way, you can use it pretty easily in your web world. Like this one. This whole thing is only 500 KB. We'll see what it looks like after I get into the builder. Let's get some fog going while I'm waiting. Okay, it imported it, and it's probably converting all the materials over now. Oh, it already did. Okay. Let's see what happens when I drag and drop it from my template here into my Asset Explorer. Ooh, nice. Let's make it bigger. I don't know what this huge thing on the bottom is about. Jeez. Okay, and then these materials. Look, this guy has his thing already on emissive, and he does not have it on tint. This is really good. This one's really good. Maybe I'll use this for today's web world. But let's move our spawn point over there on our floor and test it out. See how we like it. Oops. Oh, those windows are so cool. That's my skybox out there, the one that I just put in there. Neat. So I do need to shrink this down a little, unfortunately, unless I can select those things independently. I don't want it to feel cramped, so I want to shrink down the furniture without shrinking anything else down. Let's see if I can do that. First, let's try to add that animation to it. Wow, I should have started with this. Okay, can I scale this stuff down at all is the question. I probably can't. I probably cannot. It's probably so well baked, yeah, that I cannot scale down certain things unless I scale it all down. So I'm gonna have to scale it all down. This is too nice to break apart. Scale down until it's human-sized, I suppose. This is unfortunate because that hallway is not going to be too pleasant when we're human-sized. But hey, this is great, man. Okay, so this is the build for today. Is that how this is going to work? But then I have this other thing over here. This is nice. Maybe this will be the build next time. But what we've learned today, maybe I'll put them both into here to take some screenshots. Yeah, why not? GLBs are super easy to port in. Maybe we'll do one more. Yeah. No. This is good. Let's get this onto a web world. Oh, how about the collisions for this one? Let's get the collisions onto this one. Looking for building A walls. Cool. Cool little hallway here. Building B material. Ooh, I hope that the number sign doesn't confuse this. Sometimes it does. We'll find out. Play canvas sometimes gets confused when you use number signs in your material names, etc. And this one is going to be collision, rigid body of a mesh, building wall C. Now all these got walls, all these got collisions. Let's make it so you collide with the furniture. These two tables. Round table. And the benches. That curtain is so pretty. Okay, and that should be okay. Butterflies flying around. This is wonderful. Okay, now let's make sure that this thing is optimized. How? Here's how. As optimized as it can be. I don't see any reflections happening. Everything's really well baked, but I need to tell it to that it doesn't need to do any reflections or anything, I believe. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to click a whole bunch of times. This is like 100 objects. Remember I was talking about, yeah, sometimes you might want to write a script instead of clicking a whole bunch. Now is one of those times where you would have to consider something like that. But you know what? I'm not. I'm just gonna click a whole bunch of times. And I could just talk the whole time that I'm clicking, and by the time I'm done talking, I'll be done clicking. But I won't just chit-chat and filibuster like that. So excuse me as I click as fast as I can. Is there like expand all? That would be nice. Imagine if there was. I don't see it. All these things that I gotta click on. What are you doing, Sith Lord? I'm clicking on stuff. Why are you clicking on stuff? Somebody's got to do it. It's not going to click itself. One or two objects in this hierarchy here. For sure. At least one or two. Maybe more. Dude, this is more actions per minute than I can get in StarCraft. I'm going to be turning off real-time lighting on all these things, though, so it could very well be with it. Performance-wise. I wonder if it's going to remember, the project is going to remember the state of the hierarchy. The hierarchy tree. So close. I can see the goal. I see the finish line. Okay. Now, before I go and mutilate all that, let's try doing something over here to test it out, which should be easier. So I'll sort everything by material. And go down to the bottom. Oh, it already has do not use lighting checked. This material, whoever made this GLB obviously is a pro. Cool. Okay. Well, then what's next? Well, next is to mark all these things as stacked, like I was doing. Okay. Let's get it done. Let's click on all these objects one more time. This time, I'm only clicking on anything that has a render. Which means it would have that little different kind of icon. No AI could be trained to do what I'm doing right now. Come on. Computers can't handle repetitive, mundane tasks. Or can they? A script could replace this task, but I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Dude, if having the number sign in these file names confuses play canvas when I deploy it, oh no, I will not be happy. So the thing just worked, dragging and dropping it. But of course, I gotta be obsessed and make it run on phones. Imagine if after all this it still doesn't run on phones. I will be sad if that's the case. Can they be static? Most of them can be, but not all of them. What can't be? The curtain cannot be static. Is that plant moving? That plant's moving too. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make anything static. All of the plants are moving in the breeze. Let me see if I can improve the opacity on this plant. That's weird. Okay, so I can't mark these things as static, but I did turn off the shadows. That helps. This thing I'm going to delete because I'm going optimized over here, so this one's gone. I'm going to delete it from here too. I can always re-upload it next time I do a space. Focusing on this one and on this one. Oh yeah, I was going to try to improve the opacity here. It's probably a result of the... yeah. A result of the auto conversion. I don't think there's much I can do about this. It's unfortunate. Don't look at the plants too closely, is what this means. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't notice it until I got real close and was trying to see what was animated. Let's refresh this one time and see how it goes down. Okay. This is ready to deploy. I'm not going to put anything else in it. I think that we're good here. This is kind of just like, hey, this is what a GLB looks like, and hopefully what it can run like, even if it's animated ridiculously like that. So let's set a camera position. Here's how you set a camera position. First of all, let me move this back near my origin. There's no reason for it to be way over here. Except for now, I have to move my stuff over also. Okay, the skybox, I'm contemplating, do I really need the skybox in here? And then I'll probably basis compress all the textures for good measure. Yeah, the skybox is good, but let's compress it. Whoa, the skybox is only 512 by 512. I love this skybox. I didn't know that I loved this skybox until now. Okay, I can't basis compress those. Can I basis compress these? Sure I can. Some of these textures are not the power of 2. Sure. Let's not even worry about that. Let's just click the button blindly and hope that we don't destroy the project. And then I'm going to deploy this because I am running close to the time here. 30 minutes left to make a new GitHub project and deploy it. Let's do this while it's crunching those textures. Okay, so go to github.com. So if you don't have your own web space, you do this. If you have your own web space, you create a folder, set up the course on it, and just upload straight to your own server. If you don't have any web space at all, and you're trying to get going here, you go and you create a repository here. And you name your repository webworld GLB demo. We'll just call it GLB demo because this is mostly just the GLB I got off of Sketchup and dropped into there. You create your repo. Maybe you want to put a description. I didn't. Then the next thing you're going to do, you have to build your project for. Let's refresh this. Those crunched textures, ouch. I can notice the crunchiness. I'm gonna uncrunch those textures, man. I'm gonna uncrunch all of those textures. Because that looks so much nicer. And we're gonna go with the uncrunched version. It's not gonna be the most mobile friendly, but it's still gonna be pretty mobile friendly. Pretty mobile friendly. Okay, now let's set some stuff up here. Let's put our spawn point and a few spawn points around here. Oops, where is that? Spawn point. There we go. What direction am I facing when I spawn in? That's pretty good. Let's move me over a little bit though. Over there. How's that look? That's real good. Is that the only spawn point that I'm going to put into here? No, let's put a couple more. And some over here. Okay, now we got lots of spawn points. I think we're good to go. Got the fog plugged in. Everything's good. How about my assets? My assets are good and cleaned up. Hopefully the pound sign and the name doesn't cause any issues and we're good. So let's build this and deploy it. All right. So over here, you got clear green. Builds and publish, download zip. Like that, and optimize, sure. This is a 31 megabyte project because of that glorious GLB with uncompressed textures that I have in it. Let's go over to the downloads. You have to extract it this time. Okay, so you unzip the build that you downloaded. You get ready to upload it to your space here. I'm using Sketchfab or GitHub. Here are the files that it unzipped. I'm going to drag and drop them into here. I actually don't know if this is going to work. It might say that it's too many files. It does that sometimes. It's going to do that this time, I bet. Is it really only 83 files? I thought it was going to be more. So I guess I'm good. If your project is over like 100 files, then the web uploader here is going to be like, hey, you should upload using an app. The desktop app is what it's going to say. But if you're under 100 files, you're good. I think it's 100. What parcel am I putting this on? I'm going to dig around here and see if I can find that out on the other monitor. Call GLB demo initial and click commit changes. Now it's going into the cloud processing of the stuff, which takes a moment or two. I still have 2 more steps. So yeah, I was going over here to my other computer to see. I create an empty file called .nojekyll. This is only if you're hosting on GitHub. Okay, now that I created that file, that's kind of like configuring course. That's the GitHub equivalent to configuring course, because now that's cross-origin resource sharing. I'm going to go to pages, and I'm going to say that I want to make a page from my main branch and click save. And now I'm kind of done from GitHub. I just have to wait for it to automatically deploy my thing. So see, it's queued for building the pages and deploying. While it's doing that, I'll go and try to find a parcel for me to put this on. I could put it on 3388, but that would replace the one that I made last time. I have a crazy one on 2642 that I could replace, but I made that one pretty recently too. So I'm gonna keep scrolling down in my tweets here and find one, a parcel. Here we go. I'm going to put this on. $1761. Let me show y'all what's on 1761 before I take it down. This is what's going away. This will be the last time we ever see it, I bet. The Tesla rocket ship, the portals to the other worlds. This one's on its way out, man. The textures are actually scrolling across these rocks in addition to the rocks spinning. It's so pretty. And then these are portals to various other parcels. And the thing is that on these parcels, it's not even this stuff anymore. I don't even know what's on 3D store parcel or movie theater parcel. I think, yeah, that parcel from last week is on the movie theater parcel now. So some of these have already been knocked down and new things put there. So it's time to knock down this portal world and replace this portal world with something new. And let's do that right now. So I'm logged in, I'm on the parcel, ready to change it. Let me make sure that I'm built and deployed here. I should have by now. Yes, sir. Here's the URL that I'm getting from the GitHub that it deployed to. And I'm going into parcel settings, pasting in the new URL here. Save and reload. I'm gonna have to take a new screenshot. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put a camera. I forgot to put a camera in my thing. I'm gonna have to rebuild and push an update. Oh, well, that's not too bad, actually. But no, I could do better than that. And I'm in. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. The animations are all working. Everything's good. Everybody can check this out right now. It's on parcel 1761. Let me take a screenshot. guess I'll take it over here. And I'm going to take cooler screenshots to post on Twitter, but first let's fix that spawn point. So how do you add the camera? That camera that it shows before you spawn in, how do you set that? It's really easy. Check it out. Let's go to camera, click on perspective. There we go. Click on this and position the camera exactly where you want it. We'll go with this. This might be a better place to take my screenshot from too. You can even adjust the field of view on your camera that you're going to be spawning people in on. That you're going to show people before they spawn in. So just like this. Okay, now let's rebuild this. Okay, this will extract here. And then we'll repeat the other steps that we did right here. We're on the GitHub, so I'm updating a web world that are already deployed onto GitHub. I'm updating it, so we're going to click Upload Files. Then we're going to drag and drop them into here. We don't have to worry about that no Jekyll thing this time around. All of this because I want my attract camera, my intro camera. Yes, sir. I need it. Oh, I was going to take a new picture here also. Let's do it. A picture that shows the curtain better. Okay, now I refresh. Oh, I have to wait for this thing to automatically deploy again. Oh wait, no, it's not going to do that yet. Okay, I need to go over here and commit the changes. So I'll put added attract camera. Okay, now when I refresh... Oh wait, no, I have to wait for it to automatically deploy. It's deploying right now. It's almost done. Then we can do the big fat test. That's good. I need to refresh my cache because I had the page open. Now it should be good. Okay, we are good. I got 15 minutes to take some screenshots. Okay, let's take some screenshots here. To take the kind of screenshot I want to take, I need 2 of me in here. Okay, let's park my girl over here while I take my screenshots. I think I'm gonna have the name tags on here. That's okay. With or without SAO? I think without SAO. Now, did that screenshot get saved? I had trouble taking screenshots the other day when I was playing the game. Didn't. It took a screenshot of the wrong monitor. Here. That's better. That curtain, it's so good. I feel like I should record a GIF. I should record a GIF. I'm gonna do it. Let's record a JPEG. Oh, look at me flying around there. It's best if I plug in my controller and then I can get the really good shots, but the main thing I want to get is that curtain swaying. Let's see if that works. And action. Let's try that one more time. Keep rolling, keep rolling. And action. That wasn't a good one. We'll try one more time. Action. Hopefully that recorded and I could cut my GIF from it. Was it the one after this that was good? Yeah, I think this is it. This is it right here. Action. Perfect! The mouse cursor is there because I didn't have the gamepad plugged in. But almost perfect. Have name tags or chat bubbles turned off. This should be called hide chat bubbles. Ah! Okay! There's my tweet right there! I'm going to talk about how GLBs were imported, and it was really drag and drop. And not only was it drag and drop, so if you drag and drop a GLB into somewhere, it might work. Like, it just worked when I drag and dropped the GLB into Play Canvas Editor here. However, that wasn't the end of the story, because I was able to optimize it even further, because the way that Play Canvas Editor here split it up into different materials, that allowed me to optimize things with the lighting and further optimize the materials I wanted to, basic impression and stuff like that. So you could just drag and drop GLBs in here and position them and then you're good to go. But you also have the power to optimize it further so it runs on, you know, approaching that potato phone. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm SM SithLord signing off.